Hi, welcome to Bridechilla with me, Bethany Grace. This week we are going to be looking at all of the different elements that you need to be looking at in order to be able to plan your wedding day. So it means that you can create an essential checklist of all of the things that you can be researching, viewing and booking ready for your wedding day. There are lots of different wedding checklists out there on the internet that you can use to start planning your wedding day. And although they are chunked into the months in the run-up to your wedding day, there are lots and lots of information on those wedding checklists. And I find that it can come across quite overwhelming to begin with, because we really don't know how to go about organising all of those different elements. Now, when you start looking at all of these wedding checklists that are out there on the internet, there are some really good ones that allow you to break the information down into the months of the run-up to your wedding. Now, on those checklists, there is a lot of information that you have to process. And I find that when you're at the beginning of your wedding process, there is a lot of information on there, and it can start to feel quite overwhelming. Now, these checklists can be both positive and negative for you as a bride. They can turn you into this really chilled out bride who is really organised, or it can turn you into this dreaded bridezilla that we all try to avoid at all costs. Now, let's say that you have 9 months before your big day, and this checklist is telling you that in this month you need to have booked your wedding hair and makeup. Maybe you are nowhere near that process yet, and you've not even considered what your hair and makeup is to look like. This can start to really stress you out because you've not done something in the time scale that this checklist is telling you to do it by. And by having that checklist and having that stress, it could lead you into rushing into a decision that you're not completely happy with. Please don't ever feel like you have to do something in a particular time frame. Personally, for me, I love a checklist. I am probably the most organised person you will ever come across. I love routine, I love structure. So for me, if I don't do something in a time frame that I would have liked to achieve it, I do get really stressed and really frustrated. However, even if you're a bit of a control freak like me, it's really simple to become a Bridechilla, and I'm going to help you do that. I have created a simple wedding checklist that you can use to start planning your research. Now, there are no time scales, and it just contains the main categories that you can use to start planning your research. Now, you can organise this information in any way that is easy for you. So that might be in a ring binder, it might be in a document or spreadsheet, or it might even be with various Pinterest mood boards. However you do it, these are the essentials. There are other elements that need addressing in your wedding planning. However, these are not included on my essential checklist because right now they are not essential for you. These categories will just allow you to start developing a vision for your big day. When researching all of those elements, it is a good idea to get to know what is important for both you and your partner, and for how involved they would like to be. Some partners just want you to get on with it and just want a bit of a check-in every now and then, whereas other partners have clear ideas and opinions about what they like and what they don't like. You need to find a balance, and remember that even if your partner starts out with saying that all of your wedding plans and ideas are up to you, there probably will come a time where they want to be more involved or want to share their opinion with you. You might actually end up clashing and not being able to agree on something there and then, and that can start to develop a bit of strain between you. But remember that your wedding day is about the two of you, and it is about stepping back and taking the time to appreciate and understand what you both want and what is both important to you and your partner. In my upcoming vlogs, I will be making my way through this essential checklist to give you advice, pros and cons and ideas about each of those categories. The beginning stages of wedding planning are by far one of the most enjoyable stages, and it's because you start to delve into the magazines and the Pinterest boards and you start to discover your vision for your wedding day. And the more you do that, you start to gain an idea of your wedding style, and your wedding style becomes personal to you. So just make sure that you share that wedding style and all of your research with your partner to make sure that we're on the same page. Be sure to keep checking my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages for regular wedding tips and updates about my vlog. And please, make sure that you comment on this video with your feedback and what you would like to learn more about. See you next time, and don't forget to share this video to encourage all brides to be Bridechilla.